Start clean with Clorox, because Clorox delivers a powerful clean every time. Because messes happen. Because...
Hey, listen. Remember how you told me to toss those takeout containers before we left for vacation? And you were like, I'm serious. If that leaks over the counter, it'll be a slimy abomination by the time I get back. And I was like, yeah, of course. Don't worry about it. I won't forget. Well...
Ooh, yeah, that happens. So start clean with Clorox. Use Clorox products as directed. Rinse after use if in contact with food surface.
Hey, I'm Mark Goodman.
And I'm Alan Light.
On today's podcast, in celebration of International Guitar Month, Pete Townsend of The Who will join us.
Pete went deep with us into his relationship with the guitar and with music in general. The new Broadway version of Tommy. He clarified the status and the future of The Who and much, much more.
Sound Up with Mark Goodman and Alan Light, the only music podcast that matters. Get it on Pandora, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
The fact that I'm Pakistani and that I'm pursuing, hip hop, that's been a big obstacle. It's been a social obstacle. It's been, as an MC, just when I stepped in the scene, the very first moment, people always looked at me as as a joke. Oh, this guy, man, he can't rap. There's no example of it. So everyone kind of until you show them that you have to respect me because of your skills. And it gets to the point where, like, I had so much anger in my heart. Like, when I used to battle rappers back in the day, that's where it started. I used to have so much anger in my heart because I felt like I was fighting the whole world, not just one person, when they would battle me and say things about my race. Like, I felt like I was having to muster up something that, literally I felt like I was fighting 100 guys at once. And I had to have that passion to do it. It was tough, man. It was real tough. But as far as, just later on, the race card played a role in the future aspects too. Like, when the record labels, like when I did the thing with Russell Simmons last year, labels started hitting me up after that, and when they took notice of my race, they're like, what we need to do is we need to start marketing you as a Latino. So they're like, you're dope, you can make songs and you're catchy, but we got to market you as a Latino because you know what's going on overseas, right, with your people and stuff and all that craziness. Well, we can't promote that in the music business. And I'm just like, whoa. Whoa. That same thing goes with me being a doctor. Like, okay, so you're a doctor? Yeah, that doesn't really suit well with the image that we want to push for a rapper to be a drug dealer. And I'm like, look, man, if you go back to the history of hip-hop, which you obviously don't know anything about, right? And you go back to the origins of the rappers that talked about their struggles. I mean, go back to Chuck D. Look at the music that he was talking about. He wasn't talking about being a drug dealer. He was talking about some real stuff in his music about what's going on in the world. But no, you can't talk about that now. It's like they don't want to push you for being you. They want to push you to be part of that gimmick, to be part of that marketing engine that they have going on. They want to keep recycling the same music and just put random faces on the same idea. And my whole thing is, look, no, that's not what I'm in hip-hop for. That's not what the people who inspired me to do hip-hop were in hip-hop for. And my purpose in this hip-hop is to have my own identity and to have my own audience to be able to relate to me. And so, yeah, man, I'm a doctor, I'm Pakistani, and I'm an MC. And I will represent that to the core every time you see me. Every time you see me or hear me in an interview, on a song, on a record, you'll never find the word phony. You'll never find the word fake. You'll never find the word wannabe. You'll always find the word real. I could feel it. He's a doctor, he's a rapper, he's an MC. He's went through these experiences, and I could feel it. It's real.
Hey, I'm Mark Goodman.
And I'm Alan Light.
On today's podcast, in celebration of International Guitar Month, Pete Townsend of The Who will join us.
Pete went deep with us into his relationship with the guitar and with music in general. The new Broadway version of Tommy. He clarified the status and the future of The Who and much, much more.
Sound Up with Mark Goodman and Alan Light, the only music podcast that matters. Get it on Pandora, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.